Welcome back, time travelers, to Old News. This time, we're dialing back to 1983. Pull up your leg warmers and let's dance. To start us off, the world was gripped by the intense drama of the Cold War. On March 23, 1983, President Ronald Reagan announced the Strategic Defense Initiative, a groundbreaking proposal aimed at developing a missile defense system that could protect the United States from nuclear attacks by intercepting incoming missiles in space. Dubbed Star Wars by its critics, the initiative sought to shift the balance of power during the Cold War by rendering nuclear weapons obsolete, challenging the existing doctrine of mutual assured destruction. SDI envisioned the use of ground-based and space-based systems, including lasers and satellites, to detect and destroy incoming Soviet missiles. While the ambitious project sparked debate over its feasibility, cost, and the potential for escalating the arms race, it significantly influenced U.S.-Soviet relations and the strategic military planning of both superpowers. The announcement underscored Reagan's commitment to defense and technological superiority over the Soviet Union, although the full vision of SDI was never realized. In September, Korean Airlines Flight 007 was shot down by a Soviet fighter jet after straying into Soviet airspace due to a navigational error. The Boeing 747 was en route from New York City to Seoul, South Korea, via Anchorage, Alaska, with 269 passengers and crew on board, all of whom perished in the incident. And in November, the U.S. began the deployment of Pershing II medium-range ballistic missiles in West Germany, marking a significant escalation in the Cold War's arms race. This move was part of NATO's dual-track strategy to counter the Soviet Union's SS-20 missile deployment in Eastern Europe. The Pershing II, with its high accuracy and shorter flight times to targets within the Soviet Union, raised the stakes in nuclear deterrence, leading to heightened tensions between NATO and the Warsaw Pact. The deployment sparked widespread protests across Western Europe, reflecting public fear of a nuclear war. However, it also played a crucial role in bringing the Soviet Union to the negotiating table, ultimately leading to the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces (INF) Treaty in 1987, which eliminated an entire class of nuclear weapons. The United States made a significant stride in civil rights by establishing Martin Luther King Jr. Day as a federal holiday. President Reagan signed the holiday into law in November 1983, and it was first observed 3 years later on January 20th, 1986. MLK Day is the third Monday of January, near his actual birthday of January 15th, which in 1929 was actually a Tuesday. This recognition of Dr. King's contributions to the civil rights movement was a testament to the ongoing fight for racial equality and justice. In the tech world was the debut of Microsoft Word, a software that forever changed the landscape of digital document creation. Its introduction on MS-DOS systems marked a significant step in the evolution of word processing, setting the stage for the modern era of digital writing and editing. The introduction of compact discs to the international market was a game-changer in the music industry, offering unprecedented audio clarity and durability. CDs began to edge out vinyl records and cassette tapes, reshaping how music was produced, distributed, and enjoyed. And Motorola introduced the world to the era of mobile communication with the release of the DynaTAC 8000X, the first commercial handheld cellular phone. Though large and expensive by today's standards, this device was a breakthrough in wireless communication, paving the way for the mobile phone revolution. In film was the release of Flashdance, about a Pittsburgh steel mill welder by day and bar dancer by night, and the original trilogy of the Star Wars saga, created by George Lucas, concluded with Return of the Jedi in 1983. Following A New Hope in 1977 and The Empire Strikes Back in 1980, these films have created a rich tapestry of storytelling that combines epic battles, moral dilemmas, and a timeless struggle between good and evil. The iconic characters like Yoda and famous plot twists, No, I Am Your Father, made these films a critical and commercial success and a cultural landmark in the science fiction genre. This has been Old News, a year in review. In the words of Winston Churchill, those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Join us again in 1984 as we continue unraveling the rich and varied tapestry of our past